Hello and welcome. We are finally going back to Hades.
Yay.
I, I'm hearing myself from somebody, and that is really messing with me. But yeah,
Package
so
surround.
so yeah, we are returning back to Project Hades. It's been 3 weeks, I believe.
Mm.
Just 1 second there. All right.
Yeah, two
Uh,
or 3 weeks.
yeah, we had a special plan, but some tech issues got in the way there. We're still hoping to do that, but we're just working out the details. Follow us on the socials that we have for more on that, but let's get right into what we came here for. Um, or not.
Fuck it.
At least it happened now.
Yeah, no, I say tech issues out loud, and there they show. They're like, "What?"
Yes. Did you
Us?
did you summon
Yeah,
us,
here we
sir?
are.
Yes.
I
Did you
thought
summon us
I thought you had to say it 3 times to summon something, but apparently it's just once.
once? Yeah, we've long past that 3 stage thing. We're on first name basis with this thing.
Well, hey everybody, thank you for joining us. We'll start in just a moment. Welcome back. Well, that's an interesting way to start. We ready?
Yay.
We ready to get to it?
Do it.
Yeah, so. Hopefully.
So, upon returning back to Project Hades, you had spoken with Andreas. Um, he pulled a little bit of that veil away that you guys had already seen through the whole time you were gone, and a little bit of the time that you were there, and gave you a special assignment to make regular trips into the underworld to see if you could get some sort of a topography. Big words, it's late, I'm sorry. Of the underworld. Seeing if it changes when you come down there or if you could figure out certain pathways that you could take that would get you where you needed to go. He didn't really say what the purpose of that was, but that's something for you to figure out as you spend more time down here. While you were exploring, Hope had a pretty massive compound fracture that came through her leg. Mike had to carry her until you made your way into the city of Contour. This is the largest city of the underworld where a lot of the different creatures, beings, whatever you want to call them, that once escaped from humanity live. You had a run in with one group of them. You met the biomechanical keepers that, for a small donation of your genetic material, offered to provide healing to Hope. Then, as you went on to the the Hanging Gardens, Cosmic Side Quest came into full view as about 1,000 yards away from where you were, you saw the friend that you've been searching for so long. And I will let you introduce everyone to the pagan you knew.
So yeah, the pagan I knew, she was pretty much like me. Um, we were really good friends. We both loved doing anything that had to do with any type of spells, rituals. We were just we wanted to do good with these spells and rituals, though. We didn't want to do any harm. She was the type of person that didn't want to do any harm to anybody. She only wanted good for what she did. She wanted helping people. She had a bigger heart than what was even, you know, capable of the world. Her heart was as big as what the world could even handle. She was just a very kind person. Just really wanted good for everything. Uh, Sweet girl, loved animals, loved people, loved life. That was her.
How long have you and Pagan known each other?
Me and her had known each other ever since we were like in preschool. I mean, ever since preschool, we'd known each other. We grew up together, always right by each other's side. Kids always thought we were weird, but we didn't care. We just stuck together. So,
How long has it been since you've seen her?
I think it's been probably around about maybe 8, 10 years. It's been a while.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And as you look and see her in the distance, her face doesn't appear to have aged a day since the last time you saw her. But the long flowing white dress that she's wearing with the open arms betrays the scars of the years down here. And her once dark hair has streaks of gray running through it as she walks through the garden and is talking to the workers. You can tell by the way that she moves and the way she goes from person to person and isn't actually doing anything herself, that she has some level of power. If it's just in this place or within the city as a whole, that's hard to tell. This is an area that is dominated by human workers. There are some others that are working there, but for the most part, this is humans that are working in this area. And that's where I'll leave it to you. We zoom in on the cast as Cosmic makes eye contact and sees her.
Is that her?
That's my friend. That's her right there. Seems like she's in charge. But why would she be in charge in a place like this?
Maybe
And,
she's been here so long that it just kind of come natural to her.
Can we like observe the situation to see if she is friendly or a foe?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and observe the situation. You can ask me. Well, we'll see what you can ask me. You might not be able to ask me a thing.
And you go, hey.
Yeah.
And observe the situation will be plus. See how long it's been?
Yeah.
Perception, I think I picked.
It is plus perception.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, actually, I was wrong. You do get to ask me a question no matter what.
That's a good thing.
So, what do you want to know?
Okay, I want to use what is being hidden from me to see if mainly if Pagan poses a threat to us.
You notice as you're watching this woman as she walks through the garden, occasionally she'll pluck a flower or a fruit and hold it for a while. As you continue to observe her doing this every so often, you see the scars on her body start to have a little bit of a glow underneath them, and she'll discard whatever it was that she plucked, now dead.
Oh, damn. Does
I
anyone
just
else
want to
notice
holler
that?
at her.
Don't want to know if you want to get
What do you
everybody's
see?
attention.
Be
You know what I'm
careful.
saying?
Proceed
Yeah.
with caution.
Yeah, be careful.
Yes.
I don't think like what did you see? I don't know if I seen anything.
I don't know. I don't know. Like overall, it seems like she sucks the life out of things around her. Maybe. I don't know. Just be careful. I don't
That's
know.
that's not the pagan I knew. That's
I know, but she's not the same person now. Look at her.
she's got to be good. She has to still be good. It's in her.
And she might let the dark take her over. You never know.
Just be
No.
careful. You know what we've seen so far.
I don't think she would have. Maybe she has a hidden meaning to what she's doing. I don't know. She has to. I don't want to
I mean,
believe she could possibly be bad.
neither do I. I mean, we definitely got to talk to her.
Yeah.
Well, you want to just
Okay.
all of us just casually walk over there?
Should we? Do you think somebody might see us? And I mean, maybe I could just like kind of sneak up to her and just like kind of holler at her, you know.
Mm.
Surely because she still remembers me.
Well, either way, I'm gonna get ready to beat her ass if necessary.
No, no, you can't hurt her.
Listen, it'll be for your best interest. I promise you.
We'll
Yeah,
see
let's
how she
definitely
acts first. Then we can.
let's hope we don't have to do anything drastic,
That's right.
you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for
like
sure.
shit's been crazy.
Yeah. Just I
Yeah,
speak
I do
softly and
know.
carry a big stick. That's how I roll.
So,
So I'm gonna,
so how are
I
you
am gonna,
approaching?
I'm gonna kind of sneak through where she's kind of at and stuff, so I'm not really drawing attention from anybody else to see if she does recognize who I am.
And these gardens are acres upon acres, and there's a lot of distance to cover. She's been moving toward and away from you as she makes her way through, but it's pretty easy for you to get closer to her as you're walking through all sorts of plants that you recognize, as well as fruits and flowers that you have never seen in Elysium that are growing here. You're roughly about 350 feet. Now, is everyone else following from a distance, or?
Yeah, I am.
I'm staying like kind of like right behind her, so
Yeah, I'm with her. I'm
Huh.
I'm very best defense is a good offense kind of
Well, I
guy.
don't want to be too close because I don't want it to look like we're trying to gang up on somebody. That makes it look worse that we may get attacked easier.
Now,
yeah,
this
that's true.
this is a very open area, and there's not a whole lot of structure here. So as long as you're not like going,
Yeah.
nobody sees me.
Oh, I'm not
It's
gonna do
very easy
that.
just to get lost in the flow of different people coming through here, and you wouldn't have to.
Okay.
Now, for you, Cosmic, I'm going to give you two choices. You can give me a act under pressure roll or an avoid harm roll.
Oh boy. Let's
Good
see.
luck.
If you're a
Yeah.
hard bargainer, buddy.
Um, okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna
do
act
we
under pressure.
Okay,
here?
not bad. So you can tell me what this looks like. But as you're making your way there, and you're roughly about 300 feet from where she's at, you could almost yell out and it wouldn't break the routine of the area, and she would still be able to hear you. But you see two of those masked, robed figures walking up to her. Of course, you
So
had your run in with them previously, so that's why I preemptively had you do this, so you can tell me what you do to avoid the harm of running right into them.
Is it the ones that like had the vertical mouths
Mm-hmm.
or okay,
so
that knocked me out?
For the third time that day?
Yeah.
so I am gonna kind of hesitate at first, but then I'm gonna holler her name because I just can't no more. I can't the suspense in me to know that it is for sure really her and I haven't seen her this many years. I can't help it and I just holler Pagan.
All right. Almost. So when you say that, she turns and she looks in your direction, as well as two masked heads turn and look towards you. You're not close enough that you can hear what's being said, but there's a heated exchange between them at this point.
I think we just shit in somebody's Cheerios.
Oh boy. Maybe
I
I
Um,
don't
should.
think this was a good idea, y'all.
I would like for Cosmic. I'm going to force you to make a move
Okay.
because I feel like you're taking this in some form or fashion. So go
Hmm.
ahead and observe the situation to see what you can
Okay.
tell from this. All right, nice. So
Mhm.
you're watching as they have this exchange, and what is the one thing that you would like to really know. Like the questions here can be a good starting point, but you can also create your own if you have something along those lines, but more specific to what you're looking for.
Okay. So I don't know if this really goes along those lines, but I kind of want to know if I can like observe that maybe she is kind of friendly toward me. She know like can she recognize who I am and friendly toward me?
Yeah, when she looked at you, you could see a look of remembrance and concern because she knows what she's dealing with at this point. And you're sitting there and you're watching and they're talking, and the two figures turn and walk away as she turns in your direction and begins coming up towards you.
So I'm just gonna run up to her and just like kind of reach out to grab her to hug her.
And there is a pause, a delay, a brief second or two where you are the only one participating in this hug. But then she goes ahead and puts her arms around you as well. Well, of all the places I figured I would find you again, this wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I did not think this would be it either, but I mean, I'm glad I see you. I'm glad you're alive. I'm just I want you to know I didn't just leave you. I couldn't find you. I searched for you. I've been searching for you ever since,
Well,
and I finally found you.
if you made it this far, you've definitely been searching for a while.
I have. What happened to you?
That is a long story. Some good, some bad, some still figuring out. I can tell that you haven't been here very long, or you would have waited for that exchange to have ended before you said my name.
Yeah, no. We haven't. So are those people are they bad?
Oh, they're absolutely terrible.
What are you
But
doing here? Are you just kind of trying to survive the best way you can?
yeah, I have came topside. You said we. Are are those three that are doing a very bad job of blending in? Are they with you?
Yeah, yeah, they are. What should they be doing to blend in better?
Mike's over there like poking at flowers like he was at the last session.
Ripping them off. Ah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they are with me. They helped me find you. So, can you help us stay safe?
Well, I can give you the primer on that. Gather your friends and come with me.
Come on,
Yeah, you'll have to
act
introduce me
normal.
later.
Act normal.
What do you mean?
I don't know what normal is at this point. I mean, look at everything we've been through. Normal? It's hard to do right now.
And she walks through the gardens, and like I said, this is a multi-acre hanging garden, so you're going to be walking for a while through here. After a while, it leads to a spiral staircase leading down into the rock.
So where are you taking us exactly?
To my home.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And
I'm
I
having my
completely trust
reservations
her.
about this.
You can literally say your friends live under a rock.
My friend
And,
lives under a rock.
and when you get to the
Okay.
bottom of the stairwell, it's somewhere between carved rock tunnels, a modern apartment complex, and a hedge maze. As winding hallways of spiraled patterns and organic shapes weave under the rocks with several doors along the way. And the pathway takes you winding past many, many doors. But eventually, you come to a rounded blue door in the wall, and she pulls an antique style key from a pocket in the dress, puts it into the lock, and opens the door. You'll find when the door opens, you'll find a living area. Um, it's all the things you would expect in a living area, but none of them look like you feel it should. There are wooden wicker couches with leaves still in the wood frames. Uh, there is something that appears to be some sort of a communication device sitting where a TV would normally be. The carpeting is a finely trimmed grass that lines out through the room, leading into the wooden floors where the kitchen is in the back. There's plenty of seating here. You can all sit comfortably as well as her. There is a table, and she says, would you like something to eat or drink?"
Hell yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So she goes
Well,
Thank
in.
your
you.
your place looks amazing.
Oh, well,
I've been. This is
thank you.
awesome.
It
It's different, very
I
unique, that's for sure.
I fought to earn it, but we'll get to that story in just a second. Let me be a good host first.
Well, I'll come help you.
We should definitely get to know her.
And she has several pre-prepared. They're like, it's a pie and it's sweet like a pie, but you don't know what the fruit is, and it's more filling than a sugary pie, even though you still get the sweet taste.
So this is
Uh,
what diabetes should taste like. You know what I'm saying?
but you feel like you ate protein-packed meal after. Well, you're not there yet, but you will.
Mm.
And a pitcher of various fruit juices that she pours out. Now, is there anything that you would like to say while she's getting this together in the time that you and her have?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of ask her. I'm gonna say, you do know I tried to look for you, right?
I'm
I
sure.
didn't just leave you.
What happened the way that it was supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. But I have no ill will towards you. You can let that go.
Oh, well, I hope not, because every time I get the feeling, I keep getting these visions that like and feelings that you think I just left you. And I just hope you know that I didn't just leave you. I've been searching for you this whole time.
We'll get to that, but the quick version of it is that's not me. That's you. You're the one that feels that way. And that's why you receive those visions. I've learned a lot about the things we dabbled in while I've been down here. It is the only reason that I've survived and have a place of my own. But
So
we
you're
can,
doing good for yourself.
I'm doing as good as can be asked. I've went topside a few times trying to find you, but unfortunately I only get a day. For when I sleep, I wake back up here.
So when you sleep, okay, so like you would come up to our world while you were dreaming?
No, I would I would travel the tunnels all the way up into the subways of the city, the places where those who have been cast aside from society dwell. That's where the entrances to this place is. But we'll get to that. We'll get to figure out how you got down here as well, how you found it. There's so much catching up to do.
We're not
But
hearing this, are we?
no, this is
Okay.
now if somebody wanted to, try to be
Mm.
cool and eavesdrop,
Yeah, I would.
all right. Go ahead and roll that
Just
coolness.
scoping her. I'm just looking around at her shit because, like, I don't know this girl. I don't know if she's actually gonna do something or, turn on us or some shit. We were
I've
just supposed to help her find her. We ain't.
I have done my job as the GM for a horror game when you don't trust anyone.
Mission accomplished, sir.
Good job.
Are you gonna roll that, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to roll on this.
Act under pressure with coolness.
Avoid hard while watching.
And I guess while he's doing that, I'll just go ahead and say that I'm completely naive to every bit of it because it's my friend.
Right.
I think it's all good.
So while the conversation's going on, she stops and goes a little bit louder this time. We'll just all talk together. That way everyone doesn't have to try so hard to listen. Come help me carry
a
these
trip.
in.
I want to trip over my own feet.
And I'll
I-
kind
I-
of look and I'll be like, Alex, what are you doing?
Sorry, I was
Dude.
just worried about you. I
I'm
think we
good.
should get
I'm
your
good.
friend and get home, or at least move on.
I think we're safe. We're safe here.
Are we?
Yeah,
Are we?
we're safe. We're with her. She's not gonna let nothing bad happen to us. She knows this place.
We all hearing this right now?
Yeah, this is when the conversation quit being private and turned into.
Yeah, no offense, Pagan, but we've seen some crazy shit.
Yeah, we're just wondering when you're gonna grow some hook out of your forehead and try to kill us.
Yeah, or turn into a worm, or turn
Or
into a
many other.
powder that knocks us out, or
That's right. You tell him, Alex.
Sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but, we've experienced a lot of shit to get here, and I don't even know if half the shit's even real. So that's why I'm kind of cautious.
Well,
No
That's not
offense, though,
her.
but
Tell them, Pagan. That's not you.
your concerns are valid. I know what this world is. And in fact, yes, I am dangerous because that's the only way you survive in this world.
Okay, do we need to be afraid of you?
Do I need to be afraid of you?
That
No.
depends on if we need to be afraid of you.
we asked first, damn it.
They're good people. I promise they're good people.
I think
okay, we'll all get along. We'll all get along.
I
We
think
do as we're treated.
I think neither of these questions can be answered until the other is answered. But as long as we keep it at no for now,
Yeah, we mean
we'll
no
be
harm.
fine.
Yeah,
As long
we're
as
not going
we're
to do
safe.
anything. But if we're provoked, that's a whole nother story. But
Well,
if
That's
Cosmic trusts you, then I guess that's good enough.
that is a question that I can, in fact, answer. I will not provoke you.
Well,
Awesome.
then you're safe.
Yeah, you don't
I
attack
mean-
us. We don't attack you. If you give us sensual massages, we'll give you sensual massages. See, this is how we roll. This is how we've dealt with these scenarios before.
Sensual massages is how you deal with the underworld.
It depends on who's giving the sensual massages and how we are receiving those sensual massages. Okay,
And
you're getting off topic here.
and you get this clear, like, oh my god, facial expression as she starts setting the food down on the table. And I assume you're assisting, Cosmic?
Yeah. And sit it down. And I'm just gonna kind of look over at Pam. I think he's trying to flirt in a weird way.
Yeah,
So,
I've got needs.
ERP between me and Vinny here in a bit. So as she sets the last plate down in front of an empty chair, she sits down as well in that spot. You guys are sitting around a wooden coffee table. There's several plants. So I guess a story like this should start from the beginning. She looks at Pagan. Do they know the beginning?
They know some of it. I did tell them I did tell them after I lost you, but after that, I don't even know.
So yeah, Cosmic and myself, we kind of learned that magic was real by accident. We were always fascinated by it. We had a few little coincidences that we chalked up to success, but never that movie magic poof of smoke, something appears. But one night, I disappeared. We attempted a healing ritual, and for whatever reason, my beliefs now is that whatever wounded that animal was from here, which is what went wrong with the ritual and what created my connection to this place.
See, so it wasn't your fault. You thought you thought this was your fault the whole time, Cosmic.
Yeah. I mean, I did think it was my fault.
You did not drag my arm out there.
Mm. We were friends, but I still feel like I had something to do with it because I found the book.
But if I had have found it, I would
Yeah.
have brought you, and you would have been right there, exactly the same. Now, there's certain questions that there aren't answers for. Why I got the new life, and you got left with survivor's guilt. Just the way it happened. The place, the time, it all lined up. So, that is my initial introduction. Can I get to know just a little bit about the people I'm telling my life story to? And then I'll continue.
Who
Yeah,
wants
my
to go
name's
first?
Alex. I'm a doctor. We all met working at the same place, and now it's become our life mission to help each other. And anytime we need it, we have to stick together.
Yeah.
And we've heard a lot about you.
Well, that's a hell of a workplace friendship. She'll travel all the
Yeah,
way
well,
down
when
here.
you've
Yeah.
been through some of the things we have together, it creates a bond like nothing else.
That's right.
And I'm Hope. I'm an actress. And yeah, I met these guys at Project Hades, and like I said, we've got each other's backs, and like Cosmic's like my sister, and just want to make sure nobody like fucks her up because we've been through hell and we fought bigger things. So we're just trying to. She wanted us to come down here with her or find you to help, and that's what we're here for. So that's all I can say about that.
And there were several moments during that conversation when Project Hades, Fought Things Worse were mentioned, and you could just see a look across at you each time that she said these words like, what?
Yeah, I got questions. We do too.
Yeah. We're kind of working through this. Um, I do feel like she's a good person though. I mean, she's with us. I do feel like a sister to her. There's just some identity issues going on that we're trying to work through.
Okay. So what's Project Hades?
Oh,
Well, I'm glad you asked. My name's Mike. I'm a sarcastic hard ass and have some soft spots. And I'm the head of security of Project Hades. And that's about, as much as we do about it, which is kind of funny because we're not laughing, but it's funny.
Yeah.
I think
Hold
if
me,
we
Alex.
work there, then you know as much as us.
What do you know about
You can
Hades?
say something like that.
That's interesting.
It is.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna lie.
So tell us about yourself. I'm just like
Well,
listening with a great interest.
yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
as you've probably already picked up, at least to some certain degree, humanity is not looked upon with, shall we say, the kindest eyes down here.
Yeah, we can kind of tell so far.
So,
Understand how you feel. When Alex gets hungry and I beat all the cookies, it gives me that.
so the first year-ish, I found myself wandering through the tunnels, dealing with all these wonderful and deadly flora and fauna that lives through there. I turned what practice that we had together into my focus. There had to be something to get me through. And eventually, I found the coral portal. And I ended up here.
Did you say coral portal?
Mhm.
Like coral reef
Yeah.
type portal?
Yeah, since it's been a while, actually, in the last session, you actually saw this portal as well. It's what took you to the outskirts of Cantor.
So you use the portals too.
The portal's the only way into Cantor.
Seemed like you had a much more unicorn type experience than we had. I feel maybe that's not the case, or you're
Not.
sugarcoating it.
Oh well, I was getting to the dark parts.
There's
Can you
Finding
summon portals?
finding the coral portal and finding a civilization felt like it was going to be happy and a good ending, but I was pretty much immediately put into slave work for the Fomori and other factions.
I
But
joined the military. I know how you feel.
they were always the one overseeing everything. There was something about this place, the plants that grew here, the energies, some of the text that I was able to find in my few free moments in a day. My power grew. I don't quite know exactly why they became as strong as they did, but the things that I envisioned, I could create them. This allowed me to gather the resources that I needed to purchase my own freedom. That was about a year ago.
Huh.
So, 1 year of wandering in the dark, 8 years of slave labor to strange creatures, and about a year of getting things put together. And
I
that's what you
totally
see today.
understand. Totally understand.
So
I
are you
think we have a
trying to
lot in
come back
common.
to our world or human world or whatever you call it, or are you happy here?
If I could return to the surface for an extended period of time, I would most definitely do so. But I have yet to find the spell or ritual that is powerful enough to break the bond that my soul has to this place.
We got to be able to find a way.
You can
Cosmic,
just
don't you have the
you can
the
come.
stuff we need?
Yeah, you can
How
come
does
with
she?
us.
How do you open the portals or summon the portals?
All right, so I'm going to actually step out of game for a second just to make sure that I'm answering the right question here. When you're saying, are you meaning like the coral portal that you used to get to the city, or the one that you used initially to come down here?
When we used to come down there.
I just thought like maybe she could open like any kind of portal she wanted. So I don't know.
She
Okay,
just found the coral portal.
As long as it leads straight to my heart, Dave, we're okay.
I got you. We'll get to that scene.
Oh, yes, we will.
All right, so to answer the question, she says, I can find a few little holes here in time and space. They're not quite the. What's the word I'm looking for? The surest methods of travel. Um, the coral portal, I'm sure you've seen it because you're here. That
Yeah,
is,
we've seen it.
it's stationary. It doesn't move. It just links.
So if you come with us in any way that we can get back, a portal that we can open, can you walk through it too? Because I know you said your soul is kind of trapped here. Could you still come with us?
Yes, most definitely.
Well, then come with us. Come
But
help us.
there's
Yes, please.
there's a problem at the end of that.
Who's sure?
Eventually, I will get tired. Eventually, I will have to sleep.
And if you sleep, it'll bring you back.
Correct.
Well, we keep you jacked up on some energy drinks.
No, we got some like cocaine. You took samples, didn't you, Alex? That'd keep you
Yeah,
up.
but besides that, I mean, we have to be able to help you somehow to stay longer. I mean, with all the technology at Hades,
Yes,
we
you
have
must
to
stay
be able to
longer.
help.
We may be
So,
able to get when we get back. We may be able to figure out a way to um, fix that issue because we've been stuck in like a dream world before and still managed to come back.
Yeah, perhaps if we could put her in some kind of awake dream state, I don't know what we could do,
Yeah,
but
I mean, if we can get her back to where we were at and she can figure out a way to make it out, then, I mean, just like we did, she can find
Yeah,
a way to make it out, then she can do
right.
like we do.
Have you tried meditation and massages? I mean, it
if
helps.
that's
I'm
what she
telling you, it
wants.
helps me focus.
all right, I'm
Not
going.
just
Uh,
really
Mike,
chicken.
go ahead and give me a influence others roll real quick. I'm going to see
let's get this out of the way.
how this is picking
Let's
up.
let's get
Ooh.
that tension out of the air.
Like what you think.
We've seen the signals.
Influence others, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You sound dirty, Dave. You make it sound like I'm roofing her or something.
No, I mean that's the charisma roll for the game. It's not a friendly game.
It's just dirty. Okay, so this would be coolness, charisma, or
Charisma.
soul, Dave. Never mind. Charisma. This is gonna
Charisma.
not good. I'm too blunt, I guess. All right, let's do this. Whee! Did I get on there?
No.
I didn't see a thing.
Damn it.
Well, shit. Okay, let's try it again. I'll load that. All right, give me your dice. I go there.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, I know the way to her heart, damn it. Let's do this.
Well,
That's what you ask.
we have more pressing matters at the time, but I may have to take you up on that eventually.
Shit.
Mike,
So-
I think you got a chance.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You'll have more than a chance if you can actually make this happen.
All right, Cosmic, let's get this shit. Come on.
Damn.
Do this. Get your book. Let's get to reading.
Guys, we've got to find, we have to find the Mazadia people. That's why we come down here.
Masaladia?
Is that,
Mazadia,
Yes.
yes. You know where
is
they're
that
at?
someone we need to sweet talk or fuck up? I'm trying
So
to figure out what we need to do.
that is actually a individual's name.
Oh,
Oh.
wait.
That is the
The
one.
Famara?
Oh,
No.
Advazadi. The Advazadi people. That's who we're looking for.
Yeah, the Osvaldadi.
Yeah.
Well, now you have actually seen a few of them here. They live in Cantor as well. They're not quite as numerous as some of the others, specifically the Fomori. But you have seen them walking around on the streets when you were in the bazaar earlier, and there's some that were working in the gardens. Like I said, it was mostly humans, but there were some of them in there as well.
Look,
So-
we need to help them escape. Like, Pagan, can you help us with, like, to help them escape the underworld? I can open a portal and we can all escape together.
Where are they going to go? They're not going to accept them on the surface. They can't go back to Metropolis.
But the portal I opened, they can go back. I have a deal worked out that as long as I can get them safe, then we'll be okay. And you'll be okay. That was my deal. As long as I could find you, you would be okay. We would all be okay. Well, we could find you and get you with us.
Yes.
So I have just turned my home into ground zero for the Osvadati Revolution.
Yeah, I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, we tend to turn people's words upside down.
I know that's what you want too.
It is. But over the last 10 years, a large dose of self-preservation has taken over. If I know we can succeed, then I will do it. But I need guarantees. Because I will not cross the Fomori without it. I have put myself into a position where I can tell them that I will vouch for the four of you, and they won't do anything to you.
I mean, can we guarantee that? I don't know.
Mm.
She
we
seemed
go?
like a very powerful woman. What's her name again? Mazziotti?
I guess this is a
Maserati?
help us help you conversation, right?
Essentially, yes. If you could find some way to sever the connection that has pulled me into this place, then I would gladly go back to the surface. This isn't home. It's just the home that I made. The place that I was able to hang on to a little bit of safety through a lot of hard work.
Do you have no ties to this place after all this time? You can just give all this up? For me, I mean us.
For myself. Don't get me wrong. If I'm going to be stuck in this realm, I'm living the exact life I want to here. But it's not exactly a place where someone with my talents can flourish. Here, the level of magical understanding and occult knowledge that I fought so hard for puts me on a level playing field with the average citizen here. But up there,
So if you are able to flourish, what would that be for you? What does flourishing mean for you?
a nice home with a garden, plants that don't grow anywhere else in the world, and a library filled with knowledge of the truth.
Sounds
You,
easy.
you made it here, and you keep mentioning this job that, if I'm being completely honest, sounds like it has something to do with understanding the secrets, the illusion.
Yeah.
And I
It,
need, if anybody is going to not, or is going to try to keep a poker face on for that, I will need you to roll coolness. Otherwise, that's going to be a statement that will get a reaction from you. Like just that tale of she used the right word at the right time to cause your subconscious to move. So is anybody going to try to hide it, or are you going to allow that to show
Try
through?
to hide. Shit, I don't know. It's a hard question.
I'm I'm just I'm so like just I mean she's my friend and I just trust her in every single way. I'm just letting her yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it
You're right.
because what do we need to roll for that?
Act under pressure
No
with
coolness,
coolness.
but
Act under
huh?
pressure. Act under pressure.
I just don't want stuff to get to me. You know what I'm saying? I bumped that up, but apparently I did not.
All right, so you do not react to that. Mike and Alex, are you going to let your face betray that she said something that you know all too well?
No, I'm not hiding anything at this point.
And
Well, I
Mike?
mean, it's kind of a conflicted thing. I mean, because at this point, we kind of, you know,
Yeah. But it was
got.
specific.
I mean, what are we really hiding that she probably doesn't have a
Right, and it was
sort of
specifically
clue
when she
about it?
made the mention to the illusion. This is a
Cosmic
term.
spilling the beans anyway.
Fair enough. I just wanted to kind of get that image of how everybody was looking at this point.
I
So
was just following the group.
Yeah.
Hope actually keeps a straight face, but everybody else is like almost
I'm sitting over here
involuntarily.
going, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, my eyes are set upward as well into the great city. And to not unlock a fragment of what we were, but all of it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the end game for us, maybe
Yeah.
anyway.
I
So,
mean, we can
Whether
help. And then, if you come with us, I know we can help in some way.
We'll do our best. I mean, that's all we can do.
so let's start with getting some things on the table. Name a place up top. Any of them.
Mm,
well, the closer we pick to where you come out would be longer that you're up there, correct?
Well, that's true, but this is just to
See that you know that we're from up
yeah,
there and come
make it
from up there.
make it weird. Trust me
Met,
here.
met,
You
Not
met,
better be
uh,
careful opening that Pandora's box.
I'm just
The
I'm just
Empire
t-
State Building.
Empire State Building.
oh
Uh,
fuck.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And she steps out of the room for a second. That gives the four of you a moment by yourselves.
Okay, guys. So what are we doing? Are we going to? Oh, this is.
Seems like I'm shark jumping into head over my heels. That's what looks like what's happening here.
Yeah.
she She just wants to come back with us, guys.
Well,
That's it.
I
She just
understand
wants to come
that,
back
but my thing is, how do we know that we can keep her up there when we get her back? I don't.
I don't know. We can like try to figure that out once we get up there.
We don't know that. We can
Yeah,
only
that's what I'm
try.
saying. I don't want to give her false hope if there's no way we can.
Well, we got to let her know that.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, I mean, we don't really
feel-
know anything.
That's true.
We
We
s-
can't have no guarantees
Yeah, we
whatsoever.
can't give no guarantees, but we can get her.
Except for those massages. I can guarantee that shit. But
Well, you can take care of that part. We have no doubt about that,
Don't
Mike.
put her to sleep though. You can't do that. Because then she'll
I
just be
mean,
right
we
back
could.
here.
Oh shit! I was fixing to say we could cryogenesis her, but that would be putting her to sleep, wouldn't it? Better than
I like the way you
cryo.
think.
Like, you want to kill her? We don't want to kill her.
No, honey, we're just preserving her. We're putting her like it's like preserving. And
Yeah.
like
Freeze
she's
her?
seen this
You want
in
to
game
freeze her?
because she's still she's heard it on TV, I guess. But put her like in cryogenesis. Don't that kind of like?
It freezes her.
It's like
Yeah.
canning tomatoes.
But I wonder
Yeah.
if that would make it to where she couldn't,
Ice.
like she says she couldn't sleep, she would pop back up in there. I'm just trying, people. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. There's got
Yeah.
to be something we can do. Look at where we work, the technology at our labs.
I mean, can't like Andreas help her?
We don't
Yeah.
know.
He's
I mean,
got to
he
know
could like
something.
hook her up to that machine that he hooked us up to, and
That's what
make
I'm
her find her way
saying.
back out of the dream.
Well, he
Yeah.
promised never to lie to
I
me,
mean,
so I could
what
ask
if
him.
she's in a dream right now, and we're
Then
just
we're
in
all
her?
in her dream.
And
Okay,
as
this
In a dream
this
right
is
now.
just getting too confusing to me.
and and as she says that, the door opens, and Cosmic, make me an observe the situation roll.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
let's.
What do you see?
And this is,
Perception.
I'm actually using an active stat passively. I'm breaking the rules, but it's the best way I know how to do this. Nice. So there's not a question here like normal. She walks out and she hands each of you a pen. Just a ballpoint pen. However, when you look at the pen, it is for a legal firm which operates outside or inside of the Empire State Building.
Wow.
Cosmic, when you saw her in the garden, she looked like she hadn't aged a day. But when she walked back there, when she comes out now, you can see the faintest hints of lines and circles under her eyes. And the skin begins to dry out just a bit on her hands.
Mm.
So
Like how?
I may not be able to go to your world, but I can definitely reach through. Now,
How did you do that?
I'll show you.
At what cost to you, though?
Mike, you seem very nice, and I'd like to get to know you better as the days continue, but for right now, there's only one person here that I'll reveal that cost to.
I understand. Boundaries and all. I get it.
But you're right, there is a cost. That's why I can only be so much, but I'm sure what you bring to the table comes with its cost as well, doesn't it?
Indeed, it does.
And that's why I wanted to go first. I wanted to show you what I brought to the table. What do you bring to the table?
Violence and massages?
Hopefully not at the same time. Well,
Depends on if you're
Ball
into that.
massages.
Oh,
I think we bring a lot more to the table than that. We, maybe a chance of safety and back to normal for you
Yeah.
would be a good thing. And out of this fucking place.
plus, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I think they feel the same way I do. We're still discovering things about ourselves.
Yeah. This has been a trip
Just
and a
as you
half
were
just
on
to
a
find
journey,
you.
we were on a journey. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
I mean, you seemed like when I did say the name Mazadia, you you seemed to react.
Yes, Masaladia was a bit of a rebel rouser in Cantor.
Mm-hmm.
I admired her. I admired her bravery. But it eventually ended with her having to leave the city and never able to come
Mm.
back.
What does that mean? Leave the city? Like, what does that mean?
Can I answer your question with a question? And we'll get to an answer for both of them before this conversation's done, I promise.
Okay.
Can you tell me about coming here?
Well,
Like our
I
journey.
don't understand all of it. That's more of along Cosmic's question, but me personally, I mean, there's as with every one of these we've been through already. There's been,
Mm-hmm.
it's not exactly a smooth transition. If you know what I mean? Are you wanting
Um,
details on that?
well, I would say that your violence probably came in more useful than your massages getting here.
Well, nobody's asked me for a massage yet.
Now, imagine if you were without the violence.
But they've asked for violence, and I was more than glad to oblige in that department.
That's true.
So, exile from the city means that no respite from those winding tunnels, those machines of death, and the hideous creatures that keep us locked down here.
Mm.
Is that part of some great balance that's going on, or is that something that, you know,
Some
something that needs to be ripped apart?
some celestial plan? No, not exactly. It's just competing views slamming up against each other to a point that neither of them can win. So the cycles of bloodshed and desolation continue. Those within these walls can get away from it for a little bit. But if you're out there, there is no escape.
So it's a lot like
Mm.
management at McDonald's. I got you.
Well, so our goal was come down here and find you, or was to find you. Help release um the Vaza date or whatever. So we need to figure out what we're gonna do and try to get something going here because I just want to get back to my where I back to civilization. You got
I understand. How long have you been gone?
We're not really sure. It seems to be we think it's this, but it's really like, hey, you're wearing a diaper and got needles in your arms kind of shit, So
yeah.
I've said too much. I'm sorry.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of interesting conversations in the future.
Yes, yeah.
But here's the thing, with all the power that I have amassed, my ability to reach through to wherever I may choose to go and bring shards of that world back. There's something connected to me that I can't leave behind. And that's what I'm going to need you to figure out. If you can find something in this Project Hades, which sounds absolutely terrifying if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
So far, it has been.
It's different.
Um,
That is for sure.
that can break that connection, then I will gladly come with you. And I will gladly help anyone that needs to get out of here come with us. But that's the one hurdle that I can't cross on my own. I need you to do it.
We are definitely here. I mean, the whole reason we come down here was just to find, the people that Mazadia, I always say that wrong, but Mazadia has sent us down here to get. That's the reason. It was just a bonus that we seen you. So, I mean, I feel like with all of us together, with what you can help us do this. And you know her powers. I'm sure you know her powers. You looked up to her as a role model. You've got to know that she can help you in some way when we get to the top.
Still, I just need that one piece of the puzzle before I'm willing to jump. Because without it, I turn my life down here to hell.
It looks like you're already there. No offense, but this place isn't, you know,
No, it's
it ain't
not.
Disney World. So, well, we can get you up. If we can, we will definitely find a way to do everything possible. Tell you
Yeah,
that.
there's a difference between surviving and living. It don't look like you've been doing a lot of living.
Well, the last little bit has been some kind of a life. It's been more than surviving, but surviving's always on my mind.
I personally think your place is amazing.
Oh, this is
You
fucking
have
Oh, it's
done an
fantastic.
cute,
amazing
yeah.
job with it.
It's interesting. The atmosphere here, although clearly breathable by our lungs and those of others, it's very akin to aquatic life, which creates some interesting combinations in plant life if you know how to splice the right pieces into one another. Another skill I've developed.
Cosmic. Cosmic.
Yeah.
I kind of like Whisper. Have you noticed, like, Project Hades is like underwater?
My
And
office is
giving
like
what
where?
what she just said, isn't that a little bit of more of a coincidence?
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be some type of connection.
My food for thought.
And then as he says that, that subconscious part of your brain that you can't quite control, it just stuff pops up because the right phrase was said. You think back to your particular, we'll say office, even though it's not, and that it is very much open to the waters. Coral life in there. And even the rocks always contain a little bit of moisture on them. And you're wondering, what does all of this mean? Where is it connected?
Yeah, I am wondering that. Very, very much. I'm wondering.
Listen, I know I've put a lot on you. I'm going to give you time. You guys discuss amongst yourself because is it worth all the things that I've asked? And I can't tell you whether it will be or won't be. But I want you to make that decision without my pressure. But that's the only way I'm in. When you come to a decision, Cosmic, come see me. There's one last piece of this puzzle that I need to let you know.
Okay, for sure. I'm not leaving you. I'll let you know.
And she walks back to what you would assume would be the bedroom or the back part of the apartment and leaves the four of you sitting there.
So,
Oh,
I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to find the other people. Help your friend. It just seems like there's so much that we've got going on trying to figure out how we're going to do everything because we told Masanda or whatever. She's just like kind of rolling her eyes. But how are we going to do all of this in time?
I mean, when we come down here, like, how are we going to find those people? Pagan knows who every single one of those people are. She knows them all.
That's what I'm
She's our
saying.
connection to find them all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But so we get her to go help us find them. We get them, then we go back to Hades and try to figure out a way to get her out. Is that what we're going to do?
She's not going to help us unless we can give her proof that we can get her out.
Shit.
well, I don't blame her. I mean, look at all the hell she's had to go through just to get in a comfortable
Yeah.
place where,
Well, that's what
She
I'm
don't want to
saying.
you know what I
jeopardize
mean?
her what she has already. I get that.
So if we do go back to Hades and try to get that information for her, who's to say we can come back to this exact same spot without having to go through all the shit we went through to get here to begin with?
I mean, I didn't feel like we were going to go back to Hades to find that. Felt like maybe we were going to try to
Find something
conjure
here?
something here
Okay.
so we can give her proof. I don't know.
I think at
Well,
this point, Hope's just like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing, and I'm trying to piece it all together, and I don't know. I think that's what's going through her mind right now. It's just like,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe we
completely
can take
oblivious.
her back, take Pagan back to Hades and see if we can work out something to get her more stable and reassured of like what we're able to do at that point. Then she can help us from there on.
Yeah.
how you feeling about all this, Alan?
I don't know. I'm pretty open either way. I just want to help.
Yeah, I'm open too.
I mean, like Andreas don't even really know what we're doing. Right. So we can't exactly
Maybe.
take her back to Project Hades to help
Well,
us. But
we
maybe
can't
we can take
exactly
her
say
back
he
to
doesn't know what we're doing either.
Well,
You know?
this
yeah.
is all part of helping us complete our mission. So maybe it will become, a priority to Andreas. So maybe he'll help Pagan, become part of the team.
Yeah.
Do we want that though?
I don't know.
But we're doing this mission not for Andreas. We're doing this mission for Mazadia.
Guaranteed there will be some kind of scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of shit from Andreas. He's going to get something out of this,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think he's
one
going to
way or
miss.
the other.
the
Yeah. I
main
don't see
reason
it coming
we're
out
after.
squeaky clean on this one.
If we can take Pagan back, that would be very interesting to the lab.
Yeah, she could help in so many ways.
Yeah.
More so than even I can. She's learned so much down here.
And if she's wanting to talk to you, Cosmic, definitely like read her out. Just like make sure she's still the person that you knew. Because if we're going to go through all this, we got to know
Yeah.
who
I
and
don't want to
what
go
we're
in this
doing it for.
blind.
Yeah, who and
Like,
what we're doing this for. Yeah.
And
because she
also,
could be
there's
putting on a show and making, us think she's the same person, but we never know. I'm not saying anything bad about your friend. Don't take it that way. But it's got me on edge that, anybody can be what you want them to be. They can be like, "Oh, you're my best friend," blah blah blah, and have an ulterior
And
motive behind
maybe one of you
anything.
should come with me because I feel like I'm blind to that. when
I'll
it comes
go.
Well,
to me and
I'll
her,
go.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
better
give a
take
fuck.
care because those massages, I can't get that out of my head.
also, there's the
Shit.
possibility that we take
Get your damn
Pagan
mind
back.
out of the gutter.
I live in the gutter, okay?
What if we
The
take Pagan
gutter's my
back to
home.
Hades and she's used as a guinea pig at that point?
Then
yeah, I
then
don't
that
want that
place will
either.
get burned to the fucking ground and I'll light the goddamn match. I'm not into this for something like that.
Maybe we should just,
Well, that's our main job is to observe and
yeah.
report, and if we take specimens back, such as
So
Well,
maybe we just take her back to Mazadia. She
well, how
looks up
about
to
we
her.
do just
Maybe
like
they
we were
become a
supposed
power
to do?
team.
We can observe and report. We're not breaking any bylaws that I'm aware of, just saying what we've
Yeah.
seen. And just read Andre to see what his reaction is when he hears about what we've discovered.
Because if
do we
she's
have any
more
way of
powerful, go ahead.
contacting Andreas right now?
The only way to contact him is upon returning to Project Hades.
Okay.
Cosmic, it's your call. I mean, I trust you. We've been together long enough. I'm just saying we need
I
to
mean, we
think of
have,
everything first.
well, we all have to come up with something to prove to her she's not going to do nothing for us.
Yeah, but like I
What
said,
are we
I'm
going to
afraid.
give her proof of?
What I'm afraid of is she said her powers have gotten stronger.
What
We
end?
need that. Like, we need that.
But
Yeah,
what to what end though?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's beyond even her, or maybe because her powers has grown, she's like a puppet to something else. You know, kind of like Andre is. You know, he's powerful and stuff, but he's feel like he's just there's something on the other side pulling some kind of string a little bit. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Yep.
Y'all feel that? Because I do.
I do. But I mean, like I said, I'll see what I can get from her. Because I do have ways of finding out things too, and I'll see what I can pick up on. Because, like I said, I don't want to go in this blinded. And Cosmic, I love you. You know, like I said, you're like my sister, but I think we need to be very cautious of her because she has been down here a long time, and with her powers as strong as she said that they are, you know, like Mike was saying, we don't know what she's capable of. Um, you know, it could be a front. You know, I'm very cautious right now because I don't know. I mean, of course, she's your friend, and I understand that. But let's really take the time to find out if what else is going on that
My
we may
only
be
thing
missing.
about her, though, is that, I mean, she looks up to the person that we agreed to come down here to help, right? Like, she looks up to that person. That's her, like, she admired her.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she's afraid to mess up her life that she has here.
Yeah.
So,
And also, but I mean, she's led. I mean, you all have led two drastically different lives since you parted ways. She might be
right.
telling you what you want to hear too.
Yeah, that's possible. I am smart enough to realize that. Just not when she's in the room. I'm not smart enough to realize that because I'm
Yeah,
just so
me either.
happy to see her.
Massages. Yeah.
I'll see if I can get a reading on her when I get a chance.
I mean, maybe to figure out really what everything is really about is don't really need to be up to me and Mike. I mean, we're kind of blinded. We have blinders on.
Listen, I think with other means rather than the big head, so I don't necessarily make the best decisions at times. Hope I'm going to refer to you on this scenario here a little bit.
What on earth would you be talking about, Mike? What's
Listen, listen. What I'm saying is, I trust you. There we go.
Okay.
Alex, you're awfully quiet. Are you thinking, what's going on? I'm worried you're
Oh Lord,
plotting.
he's quiet. That's scary.
I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to convince Pagan for help.
And to help us.
Yeah. It's a mind fuck.
I sent you a personal message, Mike.
God.
Maybe
hear it
you
with my
all
headphones
can
on.
go and observe her without me and Mike because we got blinders on.
Well, I'm going to observe her. I'm going to use my intuition to see you know.
So I think the conversation's kind of come to a point where you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just going to go ahead and which now she said specifically that she only wanted to speak to you, Cosmic, so you will have to try to
Okay.
change some minds to make this work. We'll see how kind and personable Hope can be. Oh God.
Hopefully my real life person don't come out again.
So maybe without me knowing, Hope can kind of sneak on in there and knock on a door.
Where do I put that at, Dave? Notes?
Yeah, you'll have a spot on your sheet. I don't know if it's on the virtual one or not, but on your physical one, I know it's there.
So how do you want to do
Absolutely.
this, Cosmic?
I mean, she only wants to speak to me, but I was just thinking if
You can
you
go
want
in the. You can
her
go
door,
in there. If you could somewhat leave the maybe the door cracked. That way I can kind of
but I
get
mean,
a
okay, so what do I go in there and say, guys? How are we going to convince her that we can make sure she stays?
or
Can we even guarantee that at this
uh,
point?
We can.
No, we can't.
I mean,
I don't
without
know.
going back and like starting you know,
I'll just go try to have a heart to heart with her and see what I find out.
And I'm gonna follow, but like I said, just try to keep a way
Okay.
that I can
I just
kind
won't
of
close the door all the way. I'll leave it cracked.
All right, so you make your way back, and there's a hallway. There's three doors, two on the right hand side of, well, what would be the right hand side? It kind of takes a curved shape around, but then to the left hand, there's a single door on that side.
I'm just going to kind of knock
On,
on the door that I think would be hers, the one to the left,
the single
right?
door?
oh,
Yeah.
Good, you picked up on that. It was a puzzle. So you knock on the door and it opens, and this room, in the center of the room, is a bed larger than king size within our world's designation, with trees growing up for the pillars on it. The room is filled with hundreds of different types of plant life and flowers and herbs and all the things you would imagine. Several of the little trinkets that you kept when you were kids, the magical stuff, things that you got from little shops that operated for a year or two at a time and then closed down, and then a new one popped in a little while later. They seem to come and go. But those types of trinkets. And I need you to roll to act under pressure. This is for you shutting the door but not shutting the door.
Oh, okay.
ooh.
oh, damn.
All right, so hope you will be able to hear the entirety of this conversation.
Which I'm going to use intuitive is what I'm going to use. So
I figured that's where you were going with that.
yeah.
So what have you decided?
I mean, there's really no way for us to kind of prove it to you. I mean, we don't even really know. Really. We just have hope that we can help you in some way. I mean, we were able to actually manipulate everything to make it back, and to do what we've done so far. So, I mean, met a lot of powerful people, one we have on our side that you admire. So,
And I assume that you've been continuing your studies as well, topside, right?
I definitely have. I've used it for mediocre stuff, but yeah, I have.
Have you ever ran into anything like this?
Of
Uh,
this world.
I'm going to kind of pull out and give you a chance to use one of your advantages here if you so choose, which would be occult library.
Yeah, I would like to use that.
I'm gonna give it just a minute before I roll mine. Just kind of, I want to hear more of the conversation, and then kind of.
Move all my stuff around so I can see it. Okay. Just not as much as her, I guess.
So, in this particular question, I think, although it's not exactly a being, I feel like what do I need or need to do to exercise or control this situation is fitting. And it was during a time period where you were doing a lot of research concerning Metropolis. Remember that brief visit that you made there?
Yeah.
And during that time, while you were looking through one of your books, you did see something about these realms creating connections to souls. And you know that there is a book that does have a ritual for breaking those connections in your library at Hades.
So the only thing I can really think of, I know something that is back at our Project Hades that can help you, that I can possibly perform that could break this, could keep you on the top side with us.
So now this Project Hades, I'm not aware of it. I don't have a picture in my mind. But you do, correct?
Yeah.
So I will need you to help me. And she reaches out her hand.
Now I'm gonna roll intuitive
Good point. Good time. We'll switch over to that as this happens.
because I want to make sure that what she's saying is, oh God, no.
Ugh.
Well,
What?
I have some good news because of the way that you were using that because you were using it from secret instead of in front of them. You don't get the downside. But
Okay.
but for better or for worse, and you don't know which, nothing seems out of place that she has said.
Okay. We will. I'm
And
gonna creep back up toward the rest.
and inside the room, Pagan extends her hand towards you.
I reach out for it because it's my friend that I want to help.
And as she holds on to your hand, she begins speaking under her breath, and you can see the scars on her body start to glow. Just a faint light at first, but it becomes a bright blue as she continues, pulling in the forces. I need you in your mind to picture the exact location where you saw that book. And I need you to give me a dabbler in the occult roll.
Well, this is cool.
What is your soul rating?
My soul
Yeah.
is 2.
Okay, so that would have been the same either way, but you were supposed to be rolling.
Oh, soul instead of reason.
Yeah, you were doing dabbler in the occult instead of
Oh,
occult
occult
library.
life. Okay,
Because you're now
my bad.
actually doing the.
My bad. Yeah. So it would have been the same. Yeah. Just different outcome of questions, right?
And you're picturing the library that you have there. And together, both of you are looking through. Point me to which one the book is. Which one is it?
It's that one right there. It's the one with the red on the spine.
And she reaches through, and you see a hand appearing inside the library, just up to about right here. And it floats over and grabs the book. The room you're in begins to have a vertigo spinning feel, and you're finding yourself slightly dizzy. And you see a monster of peeled flesh and muscle, red skin, blood, and the eyes gaze into yours and stare directly into your soul. Roll to keep it together.
Well, I can sure pick them.
Yeah, you can.
Poor old Mike.
Not bad. So, what is your emotion right now at this unexpected creature that popped up into this ritual?
Um, I mean, I guess it's gonna kind of make me distracted a little bit, you know. Right, as bad as that is on me, but I am distracted because then all of a sudden I'm kind of like, wait, what were we doing?
And everything dissipates. The pagan that is standing in front of you has aged 15 years in a moment. But she holds the book in her hand and she hands it to you.
What am I doing again? Wait, okay, yeah, this is the book. Okay, what's that monster?
I was about to ask you the same. Is that something you see when you were there?
There's
Something
a lot. I've seen a
something
lot.
crossed over. Something got into the stream of the magic, and whatever it is aware of us.
Oh no. Can we close it?
It's closed, but the knowledge will never go away. So, how bad was it this time? She turns and looks into the mirror. Yep.
You look older.
Well, I said that there was a price, and I will show you what that is. And one of the planters that's like sitting there next to the mirror, she reaches over and puts her hand into it. And all the plants that are inside of it begin to wither away, turning brown, the leaves falling into the dirt, until the very pot that they're sitting in starts to crack and peel. As she regains her previous appearance. Not much of a cost to pay, but there's a problem. The plants aren't working as good as they used to.
What do you need for them to work as good as they used to?
Life for life. I'm scared of what I'm becoming.
We've got to do something for you to not have to do this anymore.
And that is where we'll take a break for the evening.
Damn it.
Let me get a timer set because that's like important stuff. Good to know. And everybody just hang tight. We will be back in 10 minutes. Roughly.
Give or take.
Give or take. But hang in there, get your drink, catch your breath, get ready for part 2, which will be the faster paced version of things.
Uh-oh.
All right, and we will be back. Clicking on things is hard. We're back. I totally did not unmute myself for a second there and just couldn't hit it. But here we are. We're back to Project Hades and going to finish up tonight's portion of the story. How's everybody doing?
Doing
Yep.
good. A little scared.
Good, wonderful.
Before we start back, I'd like to get player thoughts here because
Mhm.
I feel like everybody paints me out to be the villain, and most of the time I am. But how are you guys feeling right now about all this?
A little apprehensive on my.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't fully trust Pagan, and I feel like Cosmic is a little bit blinded by love and friendship.
Go ahead.
And that
Say it
is
out.
definitely my thing. I am totally blinded by friendship and love, and I'm completely just like, yeah, she's good, of course, guys. Let's gotta get her out of here.
I took Cosmic's lead on that and added my own. She's totally great. Yes.
Yes!
Yes. Success.
It's kind
Success.
of me
success.
too, like seeing Cosmic with her and knowing what she's wanted and been through makes me want to help her. So if there is a chance of helping her, I want to be there.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the point.
But I could destroy her also if need be.
Oh yeah, I feel the same way.
We just went straight to destroying.
That was kind of a volatile conversation there.
But yeah,
Yes,
let's.
we're going to help her or destroy her.
One of the two, there's no middle ground.
It's only because I don't trust you, Dave.
That's fair. I'll take that because I deserve that.
We're great apprehension, Dave.
All right, so we return back in Cosmic. You have the book in your hands. The book that, in Cosmic's eyes, holds all the secrets and will 100% nothing could go wrong if you do the ritual out of this book.
Yes. This book, nothing's gonna go wrong. We gotta do it. Come on.
Hey,
We can
wait,
protect your soul by this, and nothing will go wrong.
hey, what are you doing with that book? Like another spell?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Is it okay if they come in here?
after she tosses the planter into a closet that is filled with them. There's no clothes in this closet. It's just worn out planters.
Wow.
And she walks out as
So
you're having the conversation. We'll pick up on that, and then we can get to Alex's question right there. And they'll have everybody in the same space.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's no problem. We just got back from break, like trying to remember where you were at for 10 minutes while not playing.
Yeah.
I know where I was at. I was right here.
So yeah, so this is now out in the common room. Which Hope,
Yeah.
are you going to try to get back to the common room before they come out?
Yeah.
All right, act under pressure. That's a very useful move in Cult. If it doesn't fit into any of the other ones, that's the one it fits into.
Now there is not a coolness. Damn it. Well, at least I got a one. It could be worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's fine. I'll just keep that in my head up here.
Uh-oh.
So
Bro.
you walk back and you sit down on the couch, and just as you sit down, Pagan and Cosmic walk out the hallway and join you at the table. Cosmic holding a book that she did not previously have.
Um, how did
Yeah,
you
so
get that
you
what
get
book?
that?
book? Are you doing another spell?
Yeah, yeah, I was able to gather this book back from the library at Project Hades. This
Say that
home,
again, but just a little bit slower and a little bit more bass in your voice.
um, well, I've got the book. It's from Project Hades.
Uh-huh.
We got
Yeah,
that.
this book can help save her soul, right?
Mm.
How
And
did
help.
you get the book? Is
Um,
what I think we're all wondering at this point.
Yeah, from Project
Pagan's
Hades.
powers are pretty strong, so maybe that can give you all some hope as to how
Okay.
it can help us.
Listen,
So
my
hope
hope
is
is sitting
literally
over there. Man.
my brain is thinking, okay, so I really kind of don't know about her right now because if she's more powerful and can do that, then who knows what she's capable of. That's what's going on in Hope's mind. She's kind of a little bit more iffy on everything right now.
I'm worried about the sacrifice we have to make to use that book. What comes along with that? Do you know?
Yeah, let me look in it. I don't think it was anything like crazy as far as I can
Wow.
remember.
Well,
So
I'm gonna take your word for it.
so this is also another one of those where I constantly do things and I deserve this apprehension. But the strangest thing about that ritual when you read through it once upon a time, which was like 2 weeks ago, but so much has happened in that time,
Yeah.
was that some of the ingredients you had no clue what they were. And if you did try to Google them or find them in some other type of source, you couldn't find what these things were. But that's the strangest thing of this ritual is some of the ingredients don't exist from anything
Okay.
you can tell.
Okay, so guys, it looks like here I need just some regular table salt. Um we need a couple of leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have some maple leaves on me. So that's some leaves. I
Yes.
don't know what these other things
May,
are exactly though.
may I see?
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
please.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I can get this for you within the hour. And she
Oh,
starts
well, good.
looking through the ritual. Everything seems good. How confident are you in your skills, Cosmic?
I'm confident enough. I mean, I hope yours are very confident. I can definitely support you.
Mine will not matter.
Oh, yeah, because
Because
it's being done on
this
you.
this passage right here specifically says that the caster and the target must not be the same.
Okay.
What about the rest
Um,
of you?
Alex, I'm gonna need some cuddles, I think. Scared.
come on, come on, Alex. You're confident. You've dealt
Oh,
with crazy stuff. You're confident, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
Alex, if you look
yeah,
into
we're
my
confident.
eyes,
I plead the fifth.
is
We're confident.
All right.
uh-oh.
Well, that's on you then. I will go acquire the things we need. There's a couple rooms down the hall. You're more than welcome to stay here tonight if you would like.
Okay, thank you.
All right, a little bit of shopping, and then I'll get back, lay down, and we can start in the morning.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I got a problem. I like to sleep in the nude. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Sleep in there.
Well, good thing you and Alex can share a room.
Thinking the same thing, Alex.
And she goes and picks up a few things and leaves the apartment.
Cosmic, I really hope you know what you're doing. I
Oh,
trust
really
you.
do.
I
I
have
really
faith in you. But
You did
I don't
say,
know.
are y'all in the rooms or are we still together?
You guys are
I would
still,
still.
to my knowledge, you're still out there unless you choose to go to the room. She just said you could use the rooms as you
Right.
needed.
I didn't know if anybody said they left.
I was just waiting to kind of communicate to see what. I didn't want to talk with her there, but kind of do like a kind of have
Yeah.
a talk before we decide to go off into the rooms or whatever.
I mean,
Because
I
we're
guess
in this together,
I'm
so.
confident. I'm confident enough. I mean, you are going to help me, right?
No, yeah,
I mean,
I mean, we're
Oh,
here for that.
we
You
got
know.
your
ever
back, but she did say it was on you. Did you hear that
no,
specific language?
yeah. And ever since the ritual with her is what's made me iffy about all my rituals since.
Yeah.
What do
But
you
I
mean
mean,
rituals with her? What'd you do?
she's the whole reason she's here. I mean, that's
Banister.
the ritual. That ritual is the whole reason she's here. So that's why I'm saying, like, I've been iffy ever since, but she's kind of gave me some confidence since that it wasn't my fault. So I think I'm more confident now than ever before.
I'm
I'm
still
an
kind
emotional
of.
You
roller
guys are
coaster.
behind me.
I'm
You
still not comfortable with this whole situation. To be honest with you, I don't know.
I'm an emotional roller coaster. It's like, yay! Then
Yeah.
uh,
Um.
y'all are behind me, right?
yeah, we got you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we got you back.
We
I
are
mean, you know,
100%.
You all
that
have
doesn't
confidence,
mean I'm not a
right?
little on edge about what's going on, and I don't know. I just have a bad feeling that something's going to screw us up or something. I don't know. I guess it's just me being
Yeah.
pessimistic at this point.
Let's get rid of all those bad feelings because I might
Hope
need
you're
you.
not being
I might
hopeful.
really need you. Yeah.
No, I'm not being hopeful. I'm being honest.
I need all the hope I can get. Hope.
Well, how am I going to give you hope when I don't have hope? Damn, it's confusing.
I'm thinking drugs, but we shouldn't take those. Those lead down roads we don't want to go.
Mm. Well,
Let's get some
that's it. I don't
rest.
know.
Let's get some rest, and when she gets
Do
I
back
we
don't
in
get
know
the
if
our
I
own
want
room or are we bunking up, Dave?
You're bunking up.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if I want to lay down yet until she gets back. I don't. Put it this way, I'm afraid who knows what she might do when we're. I'm sorry, Cosmic, but I'm a little apprehensive about her right now. I guess it's just me
stay
because
up
of.
and watch her all you want. She's a wonderful person. You go right ahead.
Well, I'm just saying we've already went through so much thinking that we could trust people, and I don't know.
I get it. I do. I truly get it. And because I do have so much like feelings toward Hope too, I'm trying to understand where she's coming from. So I'm like, I get it.
I can
I
stay
have
up if y'all want to go
really
rest, and I can
strong
come in there
feelings for both of them.
when she comes in, but I'm not. I cannot go back in that room and not know what she's doing. I mean, me personally, I can't.
Like I have
Alex,
confidence that she's not gonna find nothing. So I'm like, yeah, you do that. If it ease your mind, you do that.
I'm going to sleep.
Alex, my bunkie,
So
brother.
the guest rooms are very similar to the description of her room, but with less plant life. There is, things growing in all the rooms, and the beds are almost made out of living trees that have been shaped. And they're large. You can share this bed and not make contact no matter how much you turn, unless you want to.
I'm spooning Alex. That's just how it is.
Yeah, he didn't say there was any covers, so
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta do it for warmth, man.
Oh yeah, there'll be fur covers. Yeah, why not? Fur covers. I'm making this up as we
Listen,
go.
I may have some wonderful dreams, Alex, and I'm gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time.
I'm gonna
Just
tell
know,
Cosmic I'll be in there after she gets back.
yeah.
Now, are we all in
That'll
the
be
same like bunk room?
There's
yeah,
2 rooms, so it's how you guys
Okay. Okay.
want to use them.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Cosmic, I'll be in as soon as I know she's back and
Okay.
I feel comfortable enough to, yeah. That's just for my own brain. I gotta feel this. I can't go in there until I know till she's back and kind of get a feel of her
Fine.
before I go.
That's fine. I think you'll be pleased with what you see. That's fine.
No
All right,
offense.
Alex. There's 2 things to remember, Alex. One, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. And 2, it's me, not you. Okay?
Sure.
All right, so everybody's in their rooms other than Hope,
Hmm.
and about an hour has passed. Is everybody? No, Alex said he's going to sleep. What's everybody's go to sleep, stay up, somewhere in between?
I'll
I
be
kind of
somewhere in
sit up
between.
I'll kind of sit up and write in my journal for a little bit and just kind of drift off to sleep.
Okay. And Hope, you're sitting there in the room by yourself,
Yep.
and the door begins to open. Pagan walks in. She's carrying a basket with various fruits and plants in it.
You need help?
Got everything that we need for tomorrow. Not tired yet?
I'm on edge. Let's just say my anxiety's kind of high, and I'm trying to figure everything out.
I get it. I understand you don't trust me. That's why you wanted to hear what I had to say, isn't it?
It's not that I don't trust you per se. I have just, which we all have went through hell quite literally to get here. I trust Cosmic. I trust Cosmic's judgment. Like I said, she's like a sister to me, and I know she's very close to you, so I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt on this one. I'm I'm a little apprehensive about everything because, like I said, we have went through hell. I don't know you personally, but yeah, I am apprehensive, and I kind of, you know, I am untrustworthy until I got a reason to trust someone. So yeah, let's just that's kind of what it is. I don't care to straight up tell you up front because that's just who I am. But yeah, I sometimes don't even trust myself. Be honest with you. But yeah,
I
but
understand.
if
I don't know what I can say to put your mind at ease. I
well,
wish there
my
was something, but then again, if I knew the right combination of words to say, would it be sincere at that point?
well, this is the thing. Like I said, you've been here a long time, apparently. And you seem as though you're not happy here. That it's you just barely, from how I get it, that you're doing what you can just to survive because it looks like humans here get treated like shit. I respect that. And like I said, I can't help that I'm apprehensive about this whole situation. I support Cosmic. Like I said, I'll do everything I can to try to get you back to normal life. Um, but I don't want to see her hurt anymore. This poor girl, I mean, what time I've known her, this has been a devastating thing for her to try to find you. That's the only reason I'm here is because I think so much of her. So I just don't want to see her get hurt or us get hurt for coming down and trying to help you. That's just what I'm worried about, to be honest with you. I'm afraid something's going to go wrong and she's going to get fucked over, and I won't have that.
Well, I'll definitely do everything that I can do to ensure that doesn't happen, but that's on her abilities.
Yeah, you seem like you're just really more powerful. I mean, even you said it yourself. I don't know. I think you could do more probably with as much power as you said you've gotten over the last little while. I want to make sure, like I said, she doesn't get hurt. And I know you can't assure me that because we never know what's going to happen to us trying to get out of here. But just kind of, we went through a lot to help her and also for our own reasons. But yeah, like I said, if you say I can trust you, then that's what I'm going to try to do. But until you give me a reason not to, that's my philosophy.
Fair enough. Can we turn this around for a second? Would you object?
No, I'm an open book.
Speaking of books, when we reached through and got that book, I saw something.
Okay.
Cosmic saw it as well. I venture to guess, just based on the name, but what exactly is the allegiance of this Project HADES that you work for?
Be honest with you, I'm still kind of not for sure if it's even. I'm kind of confused about the whole situation, to be honest with you. One minute we see gray kids and black hollow eyes. The next minute we're in some kind of dream world. I think a lot of experiments. I don't know. I've had. They say they're there to kind of get you in tune, I guess, with everything, but I can't really explain it because I'm trying to figure it out myself. To be honest with you, I'm confused about a lot of things that's going on there, and that's about the best way I can tell you.
Are there connections to Inferno?
I do believe so.
Because I strongly believe that whatever saw us is one of the flayed creatures of that realm.
So you seen something when you done that?
As did Cosmic.
Well, I wonder why she never said anything to us about it. I guess not to worry us. I guess maybe she has good intentions for stuff, so maybe she just didn't want it to alarm us or something. Do you think so? Whatever you've seen, you think it knows about us now, and kind of that's what's scary. I'm thinking that you guys may have opened up something that now is going to be a big threat to us, and that's because if you've seen it and it's seen you all, then it knows where we are and what's I think kind of what's going on. So that's a scary thing at this point. Are you powerful enough to help if that thing comes through, or do you know what you know?
I definitely have means that I can use to help. And I'm willing to take this risk because Cosmic believes that it's going to work.
Do you think it is?
Roll to influence others.
Fuck.
Bum, bum, bum.
I love being up doing this stuff for myself. I think it's cool.
Oh, only,
Influence other.
only in Calder, you're like, go ahead and make a roll for me. Fuck.
Hey, I've got 3 in charisma, so that might be a help.
Or really
That's only
anything.
because we're scared of these dice, Dave.
18.
No need to be scared.
Yes. Not on that roll.
Okay.
So,
I'm going down limb here, but I'm gonna trust you.
all right. So, in the name of trust, I will answer your question honestly.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen. I've fully forgiven Cosmic, just as I said to her in front of all of you. But I see the lack of confidence that when she tells me, yeah, the spell's going to work. Not that she's trying to convince me, but that she's trying to convince herself. But I'm willing to take the risk anyway.
Yeah, like I said, and I know this is cliche, but I, I haven't known her very long, but I'd die for her if need be. I mean, like I said, I ain't really got nothing anyway. If it works, it works. If there's something that has to be sacrificed, I don't care a bit to do it because, like I said, I believe in. She has a cause. She has a reason to be there. So, I really don't. I mean, I'm just an actress. What the fuck do I know? Um, but yeah, like I said, I'll do whatever she needs to help, and whatever happens, happens at this point. Yeah, we've been to hell for each other already, so what's it gonna hurt?
And she extends her hand to shake yours.
I'm gonna shake it. I'm glad we come to an agreement that we both want to help her, and we're yeah. You can now say that I consider you a friend, I guess, not an enemy at this point.
Very good. Now get you some rest. We're going to both need it tomorrow.
All right, and I'm gonna head back to bid her good night and head back to the room.
All right, so this will be how deep in sleep are you, Cosmic? Would hope entering the room wake you up?
Yeah, I'd say it would.
All right, so
Just go like this.
you see a beam of light
Mhm.
entering from the hallway as the door opens, and Hope's walking into the room.
Cosmic, are you awake?
Yeah, yeah. So is everything okay? Are you cool now?
All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you because I always try to be as honest as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I've found a new respect for your friend. I think we have your best interest at heart. She told me about the creature flesh thing that you all seen when you got the book.
Yeah.
She's gonna do. We both agree we're gonna do whatever it takes to make sure you're gonna be safe in this process. And I told her I'd die if it come to the choice, so that you could. I don't have anything because I'm an actress. I don't have nothing to go home
You do
to.
though. You
But
have so much though. And I mean, I want all of you all to be safe too. I don't want
well,
I want
well,
everybody to be safe. I want you
yeah,
all to be safe.
I know that. But if it comes down to it, I'll fight for you. I'll do everything I can. I'm not as powerful as Mike or anything, or as smart as Alex in that way. But I don't have nothing to live for. I truly don't. I
Dude,
don't care.
you have
Um,
me to live for, you have Alex to live for, Mike to live
yeah,
for. You
but
do.
I'm not going to let you go down for something that we offered to help. Like I said, this could go bad. She even told me that, she's going to do everything she can. I told her that I would support you, and
Well, I appreciate that. And
but
thank you. I do the same for you. And you know that. I would do the
yeah,
same for you.
like I said, we come to terms, and like I said, I told her that I consider her a friend, not a enemy at this point, and so yeah, I just come clean with her, and she did tell me about the monster. That's one thing. I mean, I understand you didn't tell us because you didn't
Yeah.
want to get us afraid, but she did open that up to me. That's
Yeah.
what's got me worried.
I didn't really know how to take it either, and I didn't know how to tell you all because my main goal right now is just to help and save her. So I didn't really
Yeah.
want to scare anybody from doing that.
Oh no, I'm just scared of what that thing was because apparently when it's done that, it got a sense of where we were and kind of opened up different things that I'm afraid of right now. That's the main concern I have at this moment is if we can get back to the real world per se and this thing not to, yeah.
Blow it up. That's all I want to.
Well, I'm gonna try to get some rest. She said we need to get some rest. We got a big day ahead of us.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I can sleep easy now, so I'm gonna try
Good,
to.
good. I'm so glad that both of my friends have finally that you see what I see.
Yeah,
I
like
think
I
we're
said,
gonna.
we had a good little talk, and I told her that I was kind of not trusting, but she put my mind at ease, so I feel better about it now.
Good.
All right. And as that comes to a close, later that night, in the other room, as Mike and Alex are snoring away, you begin to hear a voice, Mike. It says your name in a familiar feminine voice.
Gonna wake up.
Ooh.
You look around and the room is empty, but you can still hear that whisper in your ear.
Ooh.
Uh, hey, Alex. Alex,
Huh? What? Huh?
do you hear that?
No. What?
Listen. Do I hear it anymore? Did you hear that?
Yeah. What the hell is that?
That means I'll be right back.
Oh my.
Just hold the fort down, brother.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk on out the door.
As you walk out, the hallway is dark, but a faint light from the area where you were first in begins to flicker, and it takes a bluish tone.
Interesting. I'm gonna walk toward the light.
And as you walk in, you see Pagan standing in the kitchen, holding a glass of a dark red liquid, holding two glasses of it, actually.
Well, hey, you. You
She's,
having trouble sleeping?
well, there's one other detail here, in that although it looks very similar to the long flowing dress that she was wearing earlier, it's as if somebody took that dress and a piece of lingerie and slammed them together.
Oh, you may get lucky.
That's right.
And she reaches the glass out towards you.
Oh, what's this?
It's a gift. I think you'll like it.
Okay. I'm gonna swirl it around, smell it.
And it is one of the most delicious smelling wines, and I use that in quotations because it's definitely in that profile, but it almost doesn't even feel as if this came from grapes, but from something else.
What do they call that?
Well, it is It is still called wine, but it is made from
Mm.
a rare orchard that is looked after from the very people that you'll be freeing tomorrow. I thought it was fitting. You've,
Yeah,
you know their particular flavor on life that they give, right?
I guess I'm about to find out.
Well, it heightens whatever emotions you're feeling.
Oh shit.
You sure you want to go down this road?
Well, what
I
better?
can't be
Oh
responsible for
god.
my actions.
Well, then neither can I.
I agree.
Uh,
To revolution.
Ah,
Get jiggy with it.
Well, that still remains to be seen. Mike has a bit of a test ahead of him. So, let's get to know one another.
like the way you think.
I'll start this off. You being essentially the strength, the muscle of the group, with nothing to gain, walk into a realm like this to help my long lost friend find me. Why?
I had everything to gain. They're my family.
Your turn.
I have everything to gain. They are my family. They've been there for me when literally I was had nothing.
And that's a good answer, and it's noted, but it's your turn. What do you want to know?
Well, do you still feel the friendship for Cosmic that you once had?
I do. It's one of those things, the moment that I looked and saw her down here in the garden, it was like not a day had passed, even though it's been nearly a decade. In fact, there's probably no one else on the surface that could come down here and say we're leaving that I would listen to.
Do you feel
No,
you're the same person?
not at all, but it's not your turn.
Very true.
And
I must have
she takes a
been a
drink from
mistake.
the cup. So, do you think the trip was worth it?
Remains to be seen. I believe that I believe it was definitely closure for someone that we all care about. And maybe new doors open to something I care about.
She nods as you say that. I think you might be onto something there, Mike. So, let's see how those massages go. And she
I
stands up
agree.
and walks down the hallway.
I set that down and follow her quite indubitably.
You better
And
not be too loud, bro. That's all I say.
Oh, the heavens is going to hear what's going to happen in here in a minute.
well, for that, we will say that that's where the scene fades to black. However, do you have any emotional damage right now, Mike?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm at a -2.
Well, you're now at a -1 after this night
Fuck
of
yes.
respite.
Fuck yes. She
He
brought
wakes up the
my
next
soul.
morning. We know what's going on.
And so we'll cut to the next morning, and we'll cut to Alex, who wakes up in a room alone.
Bloodshot, couldn't get any rest.
You're
Oh,
good.
Mike is not back.
I'm sure he's just grabbing some breakfast. He'll stretch out for a minute and look around the room to observe. I'll go grab something to drink.
All right. And we'll
I'll
go
drink the Kool-Aid.
and we'll go to the room with Hope and Cosmic.
Oh,
Good morning. So,
oh.
you ready to get this ritual on?
I'm ready to get some coffee or some shit. Then we'll get to rich wine. And she
Sounds
just like
good.
throws her head back in the pillow and wraps whatever around her head, like, oh God, I don't want to.
Might go ahead and grab me a little smoke as a little wake and baker out of my little pouch.
Puff, puff, pass. That's all I got to say about that one.
Wake and Baker, I like that.
I'll take a hit of that. God,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. Huh.
And Mike,
Well, ooh.
you awaken and your prediction was exactly correct. You did, in fact, sleep in the nude.
It's going to happen one way or the other.
And you wake up, and Pagan wakes up there beside you. You might want to join your friends. They're probably worried about you.
Ah,
And she gets
Not
up
Alex.
and begins to get dressed.
I'm
Actually,
just
yeah, kind of weird.
I am taking in the sights.
Just sitting back and watching the show.
Yes.
And she puts on a similar dress to what she was wearing the other day. This one a royal blue color, but the same stylings.
Yeah.
Well, if this works out, this won't be the last time you get to see this, now will it?
Indeed.
But we need to get moving. And the three of you notice. Well, actually, I'm not going to take your agency away. Do you leave when she says that?
Yes, I walk. Are we walking together?
Yeah.
Yes. I
Not
put on something.
Yeah, she's still keeping presentation. You're not like PDAing through the halls. But you two do exit her bedroom together and walk into the front of the house.
Good morning.
Where was you?
Oh.
Got lucky. Look at that face.
Good morning to you.
Very good morning. Very
Pagan.
good morning.
Wow.
You've got
Somehow
all
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
you got all right
Somehow
you got all right friends, Cosme. You got all right friends.
You got really intimate, yeah.
I told you they're good people. I told you.
You did. Over there on the counter are the remaining supplies that you will need.
So you found them. You're just gonna have to tell me which is which.
All right, and to save Dave the trouble of naming alien plants, she
Dang
goes over it with you, and you know exactly
Yeah.
which ones are which.
I was hoping you was gonna make her name them, Dave.
Oh, God, that's so
Oh, too late.
I was hoping that earlier too.
make her tell you what they are.
Use her voice. Go ahead.
Before we begin, we're going to have to get out of Contour. We'll go down to the beach. We'll do the
Sounds
ritual
good.
there. We'll find the Azadave and Masaladia. Once you break the connection to this world, I will open the portal for them to Metropolis. Any questions?
Well, you can't go with us, right? Not
That,
yet.
that's the whole
After
point
we
of this ritual.
after we do this ritual, she's coming with us because this will free her soul.
Okay.
So when she falls asleep, she'll no longer be back here.
Well, let's get her done.
Mike started the ritual.
That's right. I blessed it this morning.
All right. So if nobody has anything else to do, we will fast forward to the ritual site. This is the beach, just past where you entered the coral portal into Contour.
Is this the same beach we came in on?
Mhm.
Okay, so this
Well,
is
the grotto, I should say, instead of beach. They call it a beach because there is no sun down here, but it's a beach in a cave.
all right. So are we in danger down here?
I do feel that we will be in some form of danger once this begins.
Yeah, it was pretty hostile coming in.
Are you
I
meaning what we discussed last night? Or is that even
That's a
possibility?
That's a possibility, but there's guards to keep things here as well. Once
Okay.
it begins, they will come. The three of you, that's going to be your job.
Okay.
Is
Let's get this
everyone
party started.
all right? So I'm going to do things a little bit interesting here. I'm going to take care of some record keeping before we start all this. Everyone go ahead and roll me a D20 and tell me the results.
6. Oh,
Oh,
5.
I'll be
God.
honest with you, buddy. It's not looking good. Now we're missing to 3.
Sorry,
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh, boy.
You guys want to
I,
re-roll
I
those?
I had to like double check and go, are those D6s?
There's
You know,
something wrong. It rolled on a D6 and it says I had a 5. I swear it was showing
It
6.
rolled a d20 plus 1.
Oh, -1, so you are a 6.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There was just
I was
a
gonna say,
-1 loaded in there somewhere.
do you
wow,
realize the odds of that, Dave?
Yeah?
Okay,
that makes
just
sense now.
just just putting that out there. Just
Hello.
We all get that low on a D20.
Well, the thing is, you're only rolling against each other, so
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
there's that. All right.
I'm
So you
last.
begin.
Damn it.
Do you see on for Cosmic? Do you see on Fantasy Grounds where there is that little D20 glowing gear thing?
To the right bottom?
Mine's
No.
covered up apparently. Nope.
I don't see that,
No.
Dave.
I see no D20. I just see it says turn cosmic flower.
Yeah, it says turn cosmic flower.
I don't see nothing else.
All right. Don't worry about it. I was going to do it to build a little tension, but you will be doing Dabbler in the Occult rolls while this is going on.
Okay.
I was going to have you do those in secret so you wouldn't even know the results.
Oh.
But
Oh, you're talking about down there in the right hand corner. Yes,
No,
that's there.
I looked in the right. I don't see nothing but an arrow.
it should be just, which I mean, it's all right. Don't worry about
Okay,
it. We'll go ahead and get moving with this because I want to have a little bit of the fast-paced kind of cult fun too.
sounds good.
So go ahead and give me your first of several dabbler in the occults.
Oh,
Barely.
All right, and as Cosmic begins the ritual, she's going through the motions, drawing out things on the ground, saying words, spreading various herbs and fruits around where Pagan has laid on the ground. The area around you begins to shake. This darkened cave begins to look more like the beach it's described as a light fills the room and the walls start to crack apart. Hands reach out through the cracks, widening. Twisted heads and bodies of flesh. The Karith that you have faced before are emerging through the walls. There's 3 or 4 of them, and they're in all directions around you. We go to Mike.
Ba-bum.
So they're roughly about 20 to 30 feet from where you are at right now.
All right.
And they're all the way around you, so it's whatever you want to do here.
The guards are around me.
Well, do you remember the Karith? I'm going to send you a picture because my camera does not do well with holding the book up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And everybody can take a look at it if they want it for visual.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you do?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it coming up here. There we go. How many did you say there were?
4.
I take it they have hostile intentions.
Well,
Think.
between your previous meeting with them and the way that they emerged as the ritual began, that's a safe bet.
Okay. You think my goodies, and I'm going to do this. Now, is that more tree-like or more flesh-like?
Flesh.
Flesh, okay.
Yeah, definitely flesh.
Oh my goodness. It looks like Freddy Krueger's stomach when the souls start coming out of it.
Okay, I'm definitely going to activate a few things here.
And while you do that, I'm going to bring about a nice little image here for those who are watching.
How many of these can I turn on, Dave, at once?
One per turn.
One per turn? Okay. Well, does one of them passive? The reason I'm asking is if I'm using Weapons Master and I'm using my sniper abilities, does those go hand in hand? Or does that separate where I need to do two different things? Or
Yeah, if you're using a passive one, you can go ahead and.
I don't know if it's passive, that's why I was asking. Because it does say from combat roll, coolness, and violence together on this one. And then my sniper is pull it up here. And sniper's actually a mechanics. It don't look like this other one's a mechanics. Just looks
Okay.
like I have to kind of maybe suggest I'm using it.
And I apologize. I'm multitasking here, but
Mhm.
just because I want to share that with everyone at home as well. We'll put it here in the corner. So they can get a look at that while we do this. So now, and I apologize. What was it that you were?
Okay, so I was wanting to use my weapon mastery and sniper. I don't know if I can use them together. One of them has the roll, the other one doesn't. It just tells me like
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
roll.
So Weapon Master is always on because it is. If you don't roll, it is a passive.
Okay, because one of the options on there is a precision attack, and the other one's called tripping attack, and it says it target falls prone, or one of them was depending on how I want to do this. One of them was launching precision attack, which ignores armor. That was another one.
Okay, so tripping would be very useful. These things are not armored; they're just flesh.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So tripping attack with the sniper. That's kind of what
Okay,
I'm aiming for. Just
so
kind of give you a heads up.
shoot it in one of its 17 knees.
Yes. Or yeah, precision attack. It doesn't say whether that's multiple or not. Oh well, we'll just we'll roll with it. Literally.
Yeah, I mean this is all going to be very narrative. It's not going to take a very simulation feel to it. So
Hey, here we go.
oh,
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
Come to Papa. So my thinking of this is to use the assault rifle with my sniper skills to basically strategically shoot out parts that would make them tumble over.
okay,
That's
and
kind of
you can actually do an extra harm and hit two of them.
okay.
But,
So it's a basic roll
oh no,
on that one.
you just did it.
Oh, I just did it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
gotcha.
just did it. So if you want to take those two, I can go ahead and. So you fire shots into two of the knees, and they fall and kind of roll down the side of the cave, reaching, trying to find purchase. And one of the heads, as it like bangs up against the side of the wall, lets out this ear-piercing scream, and everyone must roll to keep it together.
Shit. Damn it. Keep it together.
Do we roll a modifier with it?
Yes, that'll be your willpower.
We,
So the biggest thing of these is taking the stability damage, uh,
Gotcha.
because obviously anger, fear, those are all kind of active in a combat situation anyway. So All right. Has everybody recorded the stability damage?
Yep.
All right. But these,
What was the stability damage?
that's from Keep It Together. Did you roll?
Don't think I did. Give me just a sec.
Do we just do
Mine was
-1?
uneasy, is what mine was. I
Just-
hadn't had any negatives yet.
Yeah, just
Which one is that? Fortitude, reflex?
Will. The one you didn't say. All right, so you take 1 stability damage. But so you get back that 1 that you'd lost previously. All right.
Oh, that means we'll just have to do that again. Help me back out.
All right, we move on to Alex that's watching this as it happens.
Watching horrified.
Is that your action, or do you want to try to do anything to...
Yeah, can I would like to try to resist or attack.
All right, so what weapons do you have on you?
I don't know if I still have any actually, but I know at one time I had a handgun. If we still have those.
Yeah, they didn't get taken,
Right.
Okay.
did they?
And then,
Okay.
no. And then just saying, don't forget you also have inner power if you want to use that. It's risky, but it's great for situations like this.
Like how risky is it?
Well, 9 below, it doesn't differentiate friend and foe.
Can I add any modifiers to it?
Soul.
So okay, I'm on for that. I gotta try that.
Oh.
Damn, son.
And the rest of you see Alex as he steps out, and his eyes have gone white. And it's almost like he's no longer in control of his own body as he reaches out. And radiant flames cover the bodies of the creatures that are coming out of the walls.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
The flesh begins to open up. Some of their arms fall to the side, and the ones that Mike had previously shot, you see them fall to the ground as rats and cockroaches crawl out of their bodies, going into the water. Of course, rats in water will create ripples. But those two actually hit into the ground, and you may have lost sight of them. Hope.
Okay. So how many do we have?
There's 2 that you can see, but the walls are still cracking in places. So.
Okay. Would it be a good time to do, some insanity?
This is the perfect time for insanity.
Well, I know specifically what she's asking.
No, I mean,
These creatures don't seem exceptionally intelligent.
oh,
They are more guard dogs. So if you want to make the guard dog insane, you go right ahead. But
shit. Never mind. Well, I am gonna try to do backstab, I guess. Just try to do backstab best I can.
all right. So as this is going on, one of them that was coming up from behind, Hope walks into the shadows for a moment, and roll your backstab for me.
I'm getting her pulled up. Come on, give me something good.
Not bad. Not bad.
Damn.
You can select one of those options, and I think one is screaming above the others, but that's your choice, not mine.
Any ideas on what comes to mind for you? Because I'm looking at something. I don't know whether to aim for the sensitive parts because, you know what I'm saying? Don't know about the knocked out. So I'm thinking that you act soundlessly, and if your victim dies, is that the one you was looking at? I'm just going to do the aim for the sensitive parts.
Okay.
Do a +1 harm.
All right. So I will need you
Oh,
to roll to keep it together. Just you.
yay. Just me?
Just you.
Keep it together. Okay. I got this. Hopefully.
As your knife enters into the body and tears open, you see a naked, shriveled human being looking at you, not part of this mass of parts, but fully human, screaming, "Please, help me, help me," as the flesh closes back around it.
Fuck. Okay, at that point, I guess I have to pick what I've become, right?
Well, the emotions are flowing at this point. We'll handle that at the end. The big thing to keep
Yeah.
track of right now is just the stability damage.
Okay.
And we return to Cosmic. As you continue your ritual. I think you're muted.
I'm just keeping on with my ritual, correct?
Right. You won't be able
While they're doing their stuff.
Yeah, you won't be able to help them, and they won't be able to help you. You're just kind of.
Okay.
But you're still in the combat zone, so you're still aware of all this going on around you.
So I look around and I see everything that's going on, and I'm just thinking, okay, I need to hurry as fast as possible. I need to get this done. So I'm gonna kind of holler for Pagan to see if like, does everything look correct? Does everything look like I'm doing what
Yeah.
it's saying?
Yeah. Yes.
And so I'm gonna continue to keep on
Yep.
doing the lines, doing the circles. I'm just gonna keep on continuing as fast as I can.
All right, and you'll still use the same skill for this as well.
Okay.
I'm keeping a little secret tally over here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay. I was doing the correct thing.
Yep. That happens.
Oh,
But
God.
it's not the end. We're back to Mike.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. How many we got left, Dave?
One and one that you can't really see because Hope is dealing with it in the shadows. And then you can kind of see some arms reaching up in the water, but you can't.
Okay. So, guess I'm going for the one that's still standing.
All right.
And
Sniper?
I'm going to use similar to the same action before. I plan to shoot and drop on this one.
All right. Go ahead and roll that. And I've got to check something real quick. Ooh, nice. So which option are you
Woohoo.
taking?
Immobilize target.
Nice. Very good. And as the distractions start to
Hit him in his soft spot.
move away, you see this one just kind of crumple over. And you see a similar sight to the one that was described to Hope earlier. But this time, instead of it being your shot that does it, you see the hands pull the flesh back for a moment as it's screaming, "Help me, help me," and it gets pulled back inside. Roll to keep it together.
Don't worry, I'll get you out. All right. So roll to keep it together. There it is. Looking for it there. Look at, all right.
Oh, damn, you
You're
rolled good night.
Grip my teeth and hold the course.
Damn, son.
All right.
Okay.
Alex, you kind of come back to from having unleashed the inner power, and you saw, but it was almost if you were watching yourself in third person as all that happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazed by that. I want to see if anybody needs any help. If I can help anyone immediately.
Mike seems to be doing Mike things, but at this point, you're not sure where Hope went.
I want to look around for Hope.
You can see where she was and where it leads into shadows, and you just haven't good enough understanding that there may be something in that direction, but you can't see it with your eyes just yet. You're just piecing it together.
Okay, can I go in that direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
And you see Hope with her knife in the back of a creature, and her eyes kind of betraying a little bit of fear, but ready to continue on with it. What do you do?
So I want to help her take that down.
Shots, inner power, bear hug.
I want to try the inner power again.
All right.
Fingers and holes.
Go ahead and roll that. We'll see what happens. Well, that works because you were only targeting one, so it doesn't have to be the full success. And Hope, you see Alex's eyes go wide again, and he reaches up and begins twisting the flesh of the creature with his mind as it starts to crumple like a sheet of used paper.
Can't believe I was able to do that again.
And Hope.
Alex is a bad motherfucker.
No shit.
Okay, so at this point, the thing is shriveled away, right?
Well, it's crumpled. It's not like you're still seeing it kind of.
Okay, so what happened to the person that was inside of it? They just go away too? That reached out?
Mm-hmm. They're forever bonded with these creatures. You can't save them.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, I've got my knife and I'm like, did they, and she's kind of like literally in lost words. I was like, there was a person in there asking for help. Now they're gone. I guess I'm gonna. Now there ain't nothing else to do. Is there any more around us right there?
The walls are beginning to crack, but it looks like all of them are down for right now.
Okay. Well, at this point, I guess I'm gonna go back, back out to where Cosmic and them are to make sure, kind of keep an eye on them to make sure none of these get to them while they're doing this.
All right.
My
And this is going to be
I'm still out there doing my thing.
the important one. And I've got
Okay.
you pulled up on Messenger to ask a question depending on what happens here.
Okay. Okay. So I need to go ahead and roll it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
boom,
Boom, boom, boom. I'm just working as hard as I can, drawing circles, whatever I need to be doing.
shit.
Um,
Just give me a thumb if that's okay.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
All right. And suddenly, light emanates from the circle. And all the threats are gone.
well,
I think it worked.
Yeah,
The hell, that's awesome.
it worked. But wait, wait. Where is she?
Oh, she's there. She was the one that said, I think it worked.
Oh.
Like, I feel the weight that's been on me forever and it's just gone.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We got to move quickly. And she begins casting, and this is the first time anyone that's not cosmic has seen this. When she uses magic, it ages her. It pulls life force out of her to cast it. But she creates a portal, and on the other side of it, you can see Masaladia and several of her other people. And Pagan steps through the portal.
I want to follow.
Yeah. I ain't stay my ass back here. Are we going?
Is
Uh,
everybody going?
yeah, if
know what's about
everybody's
to
walking
happen.
that direction, it would be.
Sure, let's do
It'd
this.
be weird for me to go, yeah, y'all go ahead. I'm just going to hang out here and see what
I wanted a real vacation.
happens.
I'm gonna jump right through with them.
Yep. You're
All
gone.
right. And so, because of time, I'm going to simplify this because you're going to achieve the goal that you have been seeking this whole time through the use of Pagan and separating whatever weight held her here. She is able to create a pathway. It takes a toll on her. She's looking now almost in her 60s.
Damn.
But Masaladia and her people return to their home. And within a few moments, she takes some plants that she prepared for this session and does what she does. Drains the life from them back into her. But you can tell she doesn't quite look as young as she did before. The fears that she has said are starting to set in that maybe someday plants won't even do it anymore. At this point, is there anything else that you want to do in the underworld world? Or are you ready to go home?
Need to go home.
Yeah, head back.
You
Yep.
helped me with what I needed help with. So I'm ready to go back.
And she assists you with this ritual to create the return to Hades, the one that you brought the materials with for you. And combined, there will be no need for a roll on this. And the 5 of you are back there in Cosmic's office, with the glass walls showing the ocean below you, the portal and the plants and the giant library. And Pagan is there with you. So, this is Project Hades.
Yes. Welcome to Project Hades.
Seems interesting.
Yeah. It is.
But you're back to the upper world. Look, you're on the top now. And I'm just gonna like reach out and hug her.
She much quicker than the last time returns the hug. As you're standing there, the door to the elevator opens up.
Uh-huh.
And Andreas is standing there. Well,
Always a pleasure.
I see you, you found something you had lost. Isn't that right, Cosmic?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I'm glad. How were things down there?
Hell,
It's much different. That's for sure.
Well, we can get the full debrief and go over plans for your next excursion, but take your time today. Enjoy each other's company.
bro, we're gonna take a couple days after this shit to have a little bit of a break before we go on the next excursion. Damn.
Oh, I'm starting to get the feeling that you're not wanting to give it your all. It's okay.
I am just tired.
I understand. Rest. All work and no play.
Makes me a dull boy, dull girl.
Either way, I'm glad things worked out the way that they did. Tell you what, it's Thursday, in case you were wondering, because time, and it does what it does. There's a chopper waiting for you. Take an early weekend.
Oh,
Sounds awesome. Is it going to be an actual thing?
I guess that depends on what you do.
last time we took a little
I mean-
vacation, we ended up in some more shit than what we needed.
We didn't exactly play in the other one either.
For the record, I never
We
told
never
you to
said
take
you
a
did.
vacation. I told you to
We
get
never
some
said you
rest.
did. We never said you did. I'm just
I have
saying.
to get back to the lab, have some samples to analyze.
Well, you're more than welcome to stay if you want to. But I feel like it can wait till next week. It's up to you.
Is there a reason you're trying to get rid of us quicker?
No, by all
I'm just
means.
blunt.
By all means. Continue on your individual projects. You don't have to leave. I was just merely offering. You were the
I
one that
know what
said you
happened
needed a
last
break.
time. Oh, yeah, but I just want a day or two in bed. Some good food and lay down for a little while.
Understandable. Well, I will leave you to that.
Is there anything you needed to say?
We can talk tomorrow.
Oh,
I just want to make sure you were all right.
yeah, we're back.
Good job. And he turns and walks away.
Hmm.
I got the
Uh,
sneaky suspicion he really wanted us to leave for a couple of days.
I don't know what to say about that.
That was kind of odd.
So that's your
It
boss?
was.
He your boss?
Well,
It's him.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually seen him?
Yep.
Okay.
Sort of.
I mean,
Wow,
hey.
what'd you pick up, Hope? I mean, not Hope. Damn it.
Pagan.
Pagan. Look my ass, man.
Hope is now like shattered even further to where she's turning into other people.
All right, she had me shattered too because I literally looked up her to see if that was her still name. I was like,
Is that
I'm asking. She meant to ask Pagan if she caught anything. If that's what she was kind of hitting around about.
Oh,
like you say, have we really seen him? Like you've seen him differently?
in his true form.
Well, we've
what's that
seen
look like?
somewhat.
Out of game because what was 2 weeks for your characters has been literally a year for us. But at the conclusion of season 1, you did actually see him take that
Yeah.
metallic and twisted flesh form.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking her, can you like describe him and see if we could kind of compare notes?
She describes that form.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
That's it.
And all of you are starting to feel worn. This is taking its toll on you. Especially you, Cosmic. You gave a lot of your own personal energy in trying to get through that spell despite some things not working the way they were supposed to and just forcing it to work. Pulling up inside of you and knowing that you had it to do this. So we're going to move a little bit forward to that evening. Everybody has had food, showers, all the things you need after a thing like this. And Cosmic, Pagan says that she'd like to stay with you if that's all right, catch up on things.
Well, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And everyone inside of Project Hades falls asleep. But morning comes for most of you. Cosmic, you open your eyes.
No.
And you find yourself in a wooden bed with trees reaching up to the sky, filled with plant life. And it clicks in your head. Our roles have reversed. And that's where we're going to put a pin in it.
Oh,
Damn it.
I knew there was gonna be fucked up shit.
Well, the dice decided that, not me, and that was the message that I sent. I didn't,
Now,
you know.
that's crazy.
if I find out Pagan fucked her in any way, I will destroy her.
Oh
Swear to
no.
God, I will destroy her.
Oh no.
So, how's everybody doing?
Dave, I think my stability just dropped a few points, buddy. In actual reality.
Change from sad to angry.
Yes.
Oh, like I said, if I find out that it's she's back in hell or wherever, yeah, Pagan better
Okay.
hope and pray that she's in there with her, because
So, what does this entail? Like, does she, when you say switch places, is it visually, like, or we're seeing Cosmic, but it's really someone else?
The effects of the ritual are slightly different than what you had imagined.
You just read that off a book, didn't you?
I just
Well,
read it off
that's
Fantasy
my
Grounds.
roll. Off of my roll.
Ah,
Damn it.
But we'll get to that in 2 weeks.
Damn it.
the hell
I'll
we
be
will.
planning my revenge on fucking Pagan. I guarantee
All
you
right.
that.
Oh,
All right. Step 2's happening right now. That's
if,
it.
if only they knew, but we'll keep that secret until that
Yeah.
game starts.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm conflicted.
I do want to say thanks to everybody who joined us tonight.
Yes.
Yes,
Had
thank you all.
had a wonderful time telling the story for you, and can't wait to tell the next chapter of it.
I can't wait either.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too.
speaking of can't wait, we can finally give an actual time for one of the things that we have been announcing. In
Yay.
the place of the non-Project Hades game on Fridays, we will be words. Hey, that's the first time I've done that tonight, so
First,
yeah. We will be beginning, that's the reason that I did that. Vampire the Masquerade, New York Under Siege. And this is going to be
awesome.
a little special for me because I won't be in I will be in this chair because it's the only chair here, but I won't be in this place.
Yeah.
Going to be
You
handing
will
those.
be a player.
I will be a player in that one and handing that one over to Vinny. You excited?
Yes. Not excited, nervous, all the above.
You got this.
I'm excited.
Like
Yeah.
as far as the game goes, like it'll be fine. But like the technological thing that you've been dealing with, now I gotta, take that burden on a little bit.
You got this.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting game, everyone. So if you want to watch it, definitely look it up. It's fun. It's going to be very fun.
And with that said, we love you all and want to see you back each week and want to keep telling you scary stories together and growing as a community. Look down below. There are social medias that I keep up with poorly, but you might find a few little tidbits of information down there if you check any of those. We hope to join you. Check us out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Have a good one, everybody.
Hey guys, bye.